Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're on. You're good to go.
Okay. Hold on. I got no screen yet.
Your Zoom screen will be in the background. Your YouTube screen will be in the front. But I would go off of your Zoom screen. There's a little lag.
Where's the Zoom? Okay. How do I get back to the Zoom screen? All right. Thank you.
It should be one of the icons at the bottom of your screen. Okay, you're on. You're good to go.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I got no screen yet.
Your Zoom screen will be in the background. Your YouTube screen will be in the front. But I would go off of your Zoom screen. There's a little lag.
Where? I got it now. Okay. How do I get back to the Zoom screen? Okay. Seems to be a delay in this.
At the bottom of your screen. Yes, there's a delay between the Zoom and the YouTube. It's anywhere between 9 to 30 seconds, but it will capture everything.
All right.
I would go off your Zoom screen.
Where? I got it. Okay. How do I get back to the Zoom screen? Okay. There seems to be a delay in this.
Yes, there's a delay between the Zoom and the YouTube. It's anywhere between 9 to 30 seconds, but it will capture everything.
Yeah, 90 seconds delay. So I'm hearing myself when I said 90 seconds ago. It's on YouTube. Okay. YouTube.
Someone is playing the YouTube video live with the sound on. We're getting a feedback loop.
All right, honey, can you hear me?
Giles for speed.
You're not hearing me, I'm talking, no one hears me, in the 90 seconds, I can hear it.
I hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you, Judge.
Okay, all right. Well, I can't see anybody, I don't know how to switch it though. Okay, we'll go forward.
You don't want to see us.
No one hears me, in 90 seconds, I can hear it. Now it's repeating itself again.
I can hear you.
All
I
right.
can hear you.
Your Honor,
I hear you as well.
are you able to turn the volume off of the YouTube stream?
I have no idea. Okay.
What's the issue?
We're getting a loop of the sound, so everything that's said is looping around.
Do you still have the iPad logged in at all, sir?
No, that's all. I just turned
Is
the,
it-
I believe I just turned the volume down off of the YouTube because I can still hear me, right?
I can
Yeah.
hear you perfectly. Your Honor.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear
Hell yeah. I should send one of my grandkids over there to fix the dials for you. Yeah.
A little echo because somebody's using, depending on the device they're using. It's all going.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get this done.
Sounds
Right.
good.
Danielle, which case you want first?
Let's do Kyle Garrett first.
Calling case number 20056171. People of the state of Michigan versus Kyle Garrett. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This case is scheduled for PCC today.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this most honorable court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people, P75908.
And good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Jordan appearing on behalf of Kyle Garrett, P76222. I will waive his presence for this hearing.
This man is scheduled for a PCC.
Correct, Your Honor. The defendant is not in custody.
All right.
And I have not had contact with him. I'm asking for an adjournment.
Okay. One second. Nathan, look up May 5th, please.
Okay.
Is this on my docket or Judge King's docket?
This is on your docket, Judge.
All right. Look up May 5th on my docket, please.
Okay, so on May 5th, you have about 6 probable causes, 1 exam in the morning and 1 exam in the afternoon.
All right. We'll adjourn this to May 5th.
That works, Your Honor.
That's good for me.
At 8:30, we should be back in the courtroom by then, hopefully.
No way.
Doubt it.
You like next, Danielle?
Williams Lewis, I believe Andrea Fanning was here shortly after.
Here. I'm here. Thank you.
Yep. And that is on Judge King's docket.
Calling case number 20056478. People of the state of Michigan versus Richard Williams Lewis. Defendant is charged in count 1 controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. This case is set for PCC today.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
morning, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, Attorney Andrew Fanny appearing on behalf of Mr. William Lewis, P 42853. I would waive his presence here today.
All right, have you had an opportunity to talk to him?
I have not, Your Honor. No information has been provided. However, I did have a discussion with the prosecutor. She's going to get discovery to me. Hopefully, within the context of that information, there'll be some contact information for my client.
All right. So as far as your client is out though.
That's
Yes,
correct,
he
Your
is.
Honor.
All right. Nathan, can you look up the 5th or 6th on Judge King's docket for PCC?
On the 5th, he has 9 PCCs, 2 exams in the AM and 1 exam in the afternoon. On the 6th, he has 5 PCs and 3 exams in the morning.
All right, let's go with May 6th then.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who would you like next, Danielle?
Denise Fortune from Judge Giles.
Ready.
Calling case number 19058-238. People of the state of Michigan versus Denise Fortune. Defendants charged in count 1, controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. Defendant has a second or subsequent offense notice. Defendant has a habitual offender of 4th offense notice. This case was scheduled for an exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Schloff on behalf of Mr. Fortune.
All right.
Mr. Fortune is out of custody.
Out of custody. All right. We need to put this over.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear you.
I said we need to put this over until we try May 5th.
Is this, whose docket is this on? Yours, Judge?
Yes.
Yeah.
May 5th will be fine.
This is for exam, Your Honor.
And before exam, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you guys are not on the record, if you could mute yourself, that would be really great. There's a lot of like clicking going on in the background.
Who would you like next?
Joe Romero.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hugh Marshall on behalf of Joe Romero, P 48269.
Calling case number 2005-65-0001, people of the state of Michigan versus Joe Romero. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons, firearms, receiving and concealing. Count 2, weapons, carrying, conceal. This case is scheduled for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
And once again, Your Honor, Hugh Marshall, P 48269 on behalf of the defendant, Joe Romero. Your Honor, I do not have any contact information for him. He is not in custody, so I'm requesting an adjournment of the PCC.
All right. Put the PCC over till May 5th.
What date was that?
May 5th.
Your Honor, I had called earlier and I was given the date of May 7th. Would that be okay?
What do we got May 7th, Anita? This is on my docket?
Yes, Judge.
The 7th, have about 6 PCs, and you have 3 exams in the morning and 1 in the afternoon.
All right, you can do May 7th, fine.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. If you're on Mark's iPhone, if you could mute the iPhone, I think that's where the volume, the clicking is coming from.
All right, Arnita,
Yes.
I need to get the IT guy back because I am on the, I guess, YouTube screen, and for some reason, and I don't want to try to switch it back and take the chance of cutting everybody off.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Captions on.
We can go on and do the next case though, Nathan. We don't have to wait for
Okay.
them. I'm getting a
Which case
90-second delay before I see anything, but it's all right. As long as I can hear everybody.
Okay. Danielle?
Could we do Tadra Cotton?
Isn't that a jailer?
This is a not in custody.
Okay. Calling case number 2005-656501. People of the state of Michigan versus Tadra Cotton. Defendant is charged in count 1, operating while intoxicated. Defendant has a third offense notice, felony. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Case is scheduled for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Shamus on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Sarah Kraus, P81830. I am here on behalf of Ms. Tadra Cotton. I'm asking that her presence be waived for purposes of this PCC. She is out on bond at this time.
All right, we'll waive her presence. Have you had the opportunity to speak with her?
I have not, Your Honor. She had bonded out before I could get a appointment with her in the jail, and there is no phone number. I did send her a letter and have not heard anything yet. So I am asking for an adjournment at this time.
All right. We'll put the PCC over, adjournment to May 5th.
That works, Your Honor.
All right, at 8:30.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Next, Danielle.
And then we would have Michael Corcus.
Yes, ready on Michael Corcus.
Calling case number 2005-608001. Defendant, people of the state of Michigan versus defendant Michael Corcus. Defendant is charged in count 1, controlled substance. delivery, manufacture, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. Defendant has a habitual offender fourth offense notice. This case is set for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Valerie Albright, P72327, on behalf of Mr. Corcus, who is not present at this time. And at this time, due to the coronavirus epidemic, I request to waive his presence.
All right, presence is waived. Do you have an opportunity to speak with him?
Sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat that?
Have you had the opportunity to speak with him?
Yes, I spoke with Mr. Corcus yesterday, and at this time, we are asking that the preliminary examination be adjourned.
All right, he is out of custody, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is correct.
All right, this on my docket or Judge King's docket?
This is on your docket, Judge.
All right, Arnita, can you look up May 6th or 7th? Tell me how many exams I have.
I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay, okay.
So it looks like you have about 4 probable causes and 9 exams that day.
On the 7th?
On the 7th, you have about, like about 6 probable causes and 4 exams, and one of those is in the afternoon.
All right. May 7th?
That works for the people. Does May 7th work for you, Ms. Albright?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, May 7th, 8:30. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Judge.
have IT guy here.
All right.
Your Honor, did you need my assistance?
Yes, I obviously am on the screen that's on my computer is the YouTube.
Correct. So your Zoom screen might have minimized or went in the back. The
Okay, so
YouTube one's probably got a little lag on it.
has what?
A little lag. It's a little behind.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, a big behind, like 90 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's anywhere between 5 to 30 seconds when I was testing.
Okay. So how do I get the Zoom screen back?
It should be at the bottom, one of your open applications. There should be a blue icon with the camera in it.
Ooh, I don't see it. Oh, that's, I got exit full screen settings and then subtitles.
Exit full screen.
Oh, close, exit full screen.
Correct.
All right.
And then you should see Zoom on your taskbar, your start bar at the bottom. It's either gonna say Zoom or it's gonna be an icon with a blue icon with a camera in it.
Camera in it?
Perfect. So if you can't find it there, just click your start bar and type in Zoom.
All right, it's not working. I'll just keep what I got. Don't even worry about it. I'll figure it out when we do it next time.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Jump to business, man.
Who you want next, Danielle?
Yeah, you want next one?
Well, I do have one other
Sorry.
question though. Before, you still there?
The IT guy left.
Oh, all right. Don't worry about it.
Morning, Madam Clerk. I was in Judge Archer's courtroom this whole time. I did want to check in on DeLeonard Anderson. I tried to check in earlier, but couldn't get for some reason.
Okay. Danielle,
Yep.
who's next?
We have Cornelius and Rosales Bobara are with Nicole Casca.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Calling case number 2005-620601, people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Cornelius. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons carrying concealed. Defendant has a commission of a felony with the motor vehicle advisory. This case is scheduled for a PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this most honorable court, Nicole Casca, P55470, on behalf of Mr. Cornelius. And Judge, I am going to waive Mr. Cornelius's presence. He is a bonder, and I have, oh, bless you, and I have had contact with him by phone and letter.
All right. This is set for PCC or exam?
PCC, Judge.
All right. Was the client willing to waive the PCC and we can just set it for exam?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right. Then we'll have to set it for a new PCC.
Thank you.
And all right.
Your Honor, was that May 7th, Judge?
May 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's a Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Who next, Danielle? Rose?
Yes. Yes.
Case number 2005-619601, people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel Rosales Boa. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This case is scheduled for a PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Seamus for the people.
Good morning. May it please the court, Jennifer Colthurst, P52876, appearing on behalf of Mr. Emmanuel Rosales Borboa. Your Honor, at this time, I do waive his presence.
Wait, Judge Nicole Casca on behalf of Mr. Rosales Borboa. I'm actually confused.
I received an assignment dated March the 10th.
All right.
And I have an assignment dated March 18, 2020.
There was an initial PCC, Your Honor, back on March 18th. At that time, the PCC was adjourned to today. The attorney of record on March 18th was Ms. Casca.
Okay.
We were told that only in custody cases were going to be called. And as a result, I did not check in. I did not check in via Zoom after being advised that only in custody cases were going to be addressed and all other cases were to be adjourned per website.
All right. Then it should remain with the original attorney, original assignment.
Thank you. I did pick up the discovery. I do have the discovery, and a letter was sent out to Mr. Rosales Borboa, but I've not received a response. There was no telephone number listed on my petition.
All right.
Ms. Colthurst, when you say you have discovery, do you have paper and video or paper only?
I have both electronic discovery and paper.
All right, we're just going to schedule for another PCC. Because he's out of custody, correct?
That is correct.
Can you look up the 11th?
Okay. Okay, the 11th, you have 2 probable causes, 2 exams in the morning and 2 in the afternoon.
May 11th
Thank you, Your Honor.
at
May
8:30.
May 11th is good. I do have 2 other matters before Judge Archer on that morning, and I should be able to maneuver.
Well, it's in the same building, so shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, and if for some reason we're zooming in, I will zoom in after.
Hopefully by then we'll be in the courtroom.
Okay,
We'll see.
let's hope. So that's May 11th at 8:30.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day. Stay safe, everyone.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think next we would have Murdoch and Rogers.
The Coldies?
Yes.
Okay.
Jonathan Simon on Rogers. She's, I would waive her presence. She's a bonder. Mr. Murdoch is also on bond.
Hold on, we gotta call the case first and then put your appearance on.
Yes, sir.
Calling case number 2005-5200. People of the state of Michigan versus Sean Murdoch, defendant 1, and Robin Rogers, defendant 2. Both defendants is charged in count 1, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle. Both defendants is charged in count 2, stolen property, receiving and concealing 1,000 or more, but less than 20,000. Both defendants is charged in count 3, motor vehicle, unlawful driving away. This case is set for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Simon, P 35596. On behalf of Ms. Murdoch, I would waive her presence for the purpose of this proceeding.
All right, waive her presence.
Your Honor.
Good morning,
Okay.
Jacob Pulaski on behalf of the people, P 83677.
Your Honor, co-defendant Murdoch is also a bonder. He is currently represented by attorney Arm. I did call Mr. Arm twice this morning, left voicemails. I haven't had a call back. I could either stand in for a new exam date for Mr. Arm, or I see that Ms. Michon, who is House Counsel, is also logged on, whichever in the discretion.
You can stand in. We're just gonna set a new date anyway. Both of them are not in custody, correct?
That's correct.
All right, yeah, we're just gonna set a new date anyway. All right, Anita, whose docket is that on, mine or Judge King?
That's on yours, Judge.
All right. Let's look at the 12th or the 13th for me, please.
Both are good for me.
And both work for the people.
All right, 1 second.
I can't speak for Mr. Arm, but I guess, you know, he'll have to take whatever date the court feels is appropriate.
All right.
On the 12th, you have 1 probable cause and 1 exam in the afternoon.
All right.
2 defendants.
Okay, that's good. We'll do May 12th.
May 12th is good. What, 8:30?
8:30, yes, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will notify Mr. Arm
All right, thank you.
Your Honor.
and Miss Rogers.
Right.
Who
And
is the
Madam
prosecutor
Court
on this
Reporter,
case?
sorry,
Who was the prosecutor on this case?
Jacob Slawski,
Okay, I got you.
P836777. So
Thank
I also
you.
have an Arthur Moore and a Nikisha Lee coming up. I'm not sure if there's defense counsel here on those cases.
And not that I'm aware of, but I don't know who the attorneys are.
Okay, thanks.
So-
I looked on, what was it, the 36 website, it didn't list it.
Right,
I didn't
just
check the ROA though, so,
hang tight.
okay, thank you.
Ready on Conley?
Yes,
Danielle?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Calling case number 20055028. People of the state of Michigan versus Michael Conley. Defendant is charged in count 1, jails prisoner possessing contraband. Defendant has an habitual offender fourth offense notice. This case is set for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus for the people.
And the Cameron appearing on behalf of Michael Conley.
Your Honor, today's the date and time scheduled for a probable cause conference. My understanding is the defendant is not in custody.
That's correct. He is not in custody, Your Honor. We're asking that his presence be waived for today's hearing. We're asking for an adjournment. I've been given a date on another matter before Judge Jones for the date of May 13th. I'm asking for the same date for this matter.
Whose docket is this on?
This is on your docket, Your Honor.
Yeah, can you, you said the 14th?
The 13th was the date.
All right, what's
The
that for?
13th, you have 2 probable cause and 1 exam in the afternoon.
All right, we'll set it for the 13th.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Ms. Cameron, do you have discovery?
I do not. Could I please have it forwarded to me?
Yes. Have you been able to speak with your client?
No, I have an address only for him, no contact information.
Okay.
Who would you like next, Danielle?
If we could do Malik Rissa,
On Judge Giles or King, Doctor?
Judge King. Sorry about that, Arnitha.
Ready, this is Mark Magnuson on that case.
1 second, gotta have it called first, please.
Calling case number 20056556. People of the state of Michigan versus Malik Russell. Defendant is charged in count 1, robbery, unarmed, count larceny from the person. This case is scheduled for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, Mark Magnuson on behalf of Mr. Rossa. And I believe he is not in custody. We checked the jail and we didn't see his name.
I have the same information that he is not in custody.
So I would waive his appearance, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll turn this matter over for another PCC date. We'll deal with May 7th.
Thank you.
May
Mr.
2nd.
Magnuson, do you have discovery?
No, I have no information, no discovery. I have incomplete address. I have no phone number. I have virtually nothing until they read the charge. I didn't even know what the charge was.
Okay.
So I would like, if I could have discovery sent to me via email, that would be great.
It'll be done via email or evidence.com. Can you give me your email address, please?
Sure, it's mmag, that's MMAG 100 at AOL.com.
Okay, thank you.
Danielle, this is Richard Glanda.
Hey, Richard.
Hi, do you have a Yolanda Stringer?
Yes.
Stringer?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we done with Mr. Rousseau?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Next, Danielle.
I believe Lyle Harris was here on Cook.
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Calling case number 200561993. People of the state of Michigan versus DeJuan Cooks. Defendant is charged in count 1, controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. Count 2, controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. Defendant has a commission of a felony with a motor vehicle advisory. This case is set for PCC.
Good morning, Judge Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
And Judge, good morning. Lyle Harris for Mr. Cooks, who is out of custody. I'd waive his presence and request another pre-exam date.
All right, his presence is waived. I'm going to set this matter for the, let's see, the 11th.
The 11th, I have a trial scheduled, but I'm going to guess it's not going.
How long is the trial?
Well,
Why don't we
it's a
try to
CSC 1 scheduled in front of, well, who was Cynthia Hathaway, but I'm going to guess it's not going to go, but I don't know for sure.
Well, why don't we do the 7th then?
Well, 7th would be good.
That's just the PCC, so we can do
Yep.
the 7th. On May 7th, 8:30.
Thank you,
Yes,
Judge.
thank you, Judge.
All right,
Lyle,
thank
do you have discovery?
I do.
Have you been able to
And
start?
I will contact my client.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. And then Arnitha, if we could do Mardell Lewis.
Okay. Is that on Judge Giles' docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Calling case number 2005615-401, people of the state of Michigan versus Mardell Lewis. Defendant is charged in count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice. This case is scheduled for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Godwin, P7450 is out of custody. Cause conference.
Have you had
I have. We do. There are noted in the police reports. We have not received a copy of those.
All right, are you willing to waive the PCC on his behalf? Or is he willing to waive the PCC and go to exam, or do you want to set it for another PCC?
We're going to need to set up for another PCC if that's okay with the court.
All right. About May 11th?
People, Your Honor.
That works for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, we'll do it on May 11th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Like next, Danielle.
Yolanda Stringer, that is on Judge King's docket.
Calling case number 19-05-947701, people of the state of Michigan versus Yolanda Stringer. Defendant is charged in count 1, controlled substance, delivery, manufacture, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. This case is set for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Shamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Judge. Richard Glanda for Ms. Stringer. Judge, Ms. Stringer, I'm not sure whether she's in custody or out of custody. I only have the investigator's report with no contact information. I know this was a CAPIA situation initially. There was a pre-exam conference for 3:10 on my appointment, but that was crossed off. And then the next hearing was 3:17. And here we are today. This case was in front of Judge Archer for a moment, and it was scheduled for exam on 3:17 in front of her. The only bond information I have is 10,000 cash. So I'm not sure of the whereabouts of Ms. Stringer, Judge.
And Your Honor, in my research, looking at the ROA as well as looking at the Wayne County Jail inmate locator and Vine Link, it does not list Ms. Stringer as being in custody. I believe she is out of custody at this point in time. There was a capias, and then after the capias, the matter was set directly for examination. So the people were hoping to have a PCC, especially given the fact that there's new defense counsel on it. Prior to Mr. Glanda, Michael Lamb was on this matter. And I'm obviously, we're unable to do an exam at this point as she's out of custody and defense counsel doesn't have the discovery.
That's correct.
All right, we're gonna set this for a PCC, May 11th, 8:30.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Glanda, can I confirm your email address?
rglanda@att.net.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's next?
On Andrew Fonte.
Calling case number 200-5598-101. People of the state of Michigan versus Andrew Fonte. Defendant is charged in count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 2, retail fraud, 3rd degree. Count 3, assault or assault and battery. Defendant has an habitual offender, 4th offense notice. This case is scheduled for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Shamus on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Harold Collins, Speak 56805 on behalf of Mr. Andrew Fonte. I would ask this honorable court to allow me to waive his appearance. I believe he is out of custody.
All right, we'll waive his appearance. Have you had the opportunity to speak with him?
I did initially at the PCC, Your Honor. I have not had an opportunity to talk back to him.
All right. All right, what's your pleasure? How you want to go forward? Well, we're going to adjourn it. It's just, what are we adjourning for? Exam or PCC?
It was scheduled for exam today, Your Honor. I'd like to go out maybe to at least the 11th to reschedule it again. And we'll see what happens from there.
All right, any objections, Danielle?
No objection, Your Honor.
We're going to set it for exam on May 11th at 8:30.
Thank you. Mr.
Thank you,
Collins,
Your
do you have discovery?
I have received electronic discovery.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then we would have DeLeonard Anderson. Am I saying that right, Alexandria?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, as far as I know, yes.
And that's on
Calling
Judge
case-
King.
Okay. Calling case number 2005-612-101, people of the state of Michigan versus DeLeonard Anderson. Defendant is charged in count 1, controlled substance, delivery, manufacture, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. Count 2, controlled substance, delivery, manufacture, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. This case is set for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Alexandria Poole for Mr. Anderson, P83670.
All right, your client is out of custody?
Yes, and I am waiving his appearance for this call.
All right, we'll waive his appearance. We schedule this for another PCC, May 11th.
May 11th is fine, and I did make a discovery request via the portal, so I haven't received it yet.
I'll try to see if it's already on evidence.com, and if so, share it. If not, I'll make it available to you as soon as I can. Bear with me. I have like 30 cases on the docket today.
Yes.
So it may be a minute.
Thank you.
Have you been able to speak with your client?
No, I have not. I sent a letter, and we're working on trying to see if I can find him in a different way.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Be back
Thank you,
on
Judge.
later.
Thank you.
Next, Danielle.
I don't have any idea that any other defense attorneys are in and ready to go.
I'm ready.
Who are we hearing
Mark
from right
Hyder. The
Oh,
last
okay.
name is Mickens. It's
Okay.
off of,
That's on.
was on Judge Jones' docket, I believe. Then it went
That's
to
on Judge
Archer.
King's.
It's on Judge King's now, yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, Mark. I thought for some reason this was Mark Magnuson's cell phone logged in at the same time.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
What attorney is that?
My name is Mark Hyder, Haidar, and my P number is 35143.
Calling case number 2005-611-401. People of the state of Michigan versus Nafisa Mickens. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons, taser, possession, or sale of. This case is set for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hyder on behalf of the defendant. I waive her presence. I was notified by Kim Glazer from the defender's office that I had this case, so I don't have discovery, but I'm asking that the PCC be adjourned.
All right, we'll waive her presence. We're gonna put this PCC over. Anita, how many cases do I now have for May 11th?
This one is a Judge King case.
This is,
Yes.
this is the team.
Yes.
How many, what does he have on May 11th? I know I put a couple on there.
I'm gonna be there on the 12th, if that means anything.
Look at May 12th then. Please.
Thank
On May 12th, he has 8 8 probable causes and 5 exams.
The height is gonna be short because I don't want to jam them up either.
Okay.
It's gonna be short. If we put it
Oh,
forward.
I'll be short. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a PCC. Sounds like a taser case.
All right, and we'll put it for, you said the 12th, right?
Correct.
We'll put it for the 12th. I mean, don't let me put anything else on his docket for the 12th though. All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
All
And
right,
Mr.
thanks,
Mr. Hader, can you give me your email address, please?
Sure. It's MarkHaidar@hotmail.com.
Thank you.
And you all stay safe.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good enough. Take care.
Yep, you too.
Anything else?
Is anyone else here on any other cases that are ready to go?
Good morning. This is Prosecutor Nida Simona. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you, Judge?
Good. How you doing?
I'm well, thanks. Mr. Plumpy, I'm waiting for him to, I don't think he's on yet. He's the defense counsel on a case that we have that isn't in custody. I talked to Madam Clerk yesterday about it. That's Josie Martez.
Okay.
Scheduled for a preliminary exam for tomorrow. But I'm assuming we're going to be adjourning that. My victim doesn't really have Zoom capability. I've tried to contact her to schedule that, but I don't want to speak on his behalf, but I think he wants to be with his client when this exam is held. It's 6 counts, criminal sexual conduct of various degrees, armed robbery. And so I don't know what date the court is looking for. It's a Judge King case. And it was, like I said, original schedule for April 16th, I'm sorry, tomorrow. So
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. All right. Amazing. Can you look on Judge King's docket for
Martez, Martez, Josie, Josey.
we're looking at the 13th, 14th, 15th, somewhere around there
Okay.
of May.
The 13th, he has 4 probable causes and 1 exam in the morning. The 14th, he has 7 exams in the morning.
All right, let's go with the 13th.
All right. I will contact Mr. Plumpy. If there's a problem, can we call back?
Sure.
So are we scheduling this for the morning then, Judge?
Yeah, for the morning, there's going to be a preliminary exam on May, what day did I say, the 3rd?
The 13th?
13th, May 13th at 8:30.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. We have Michael Hill over here at Division 2.
Arnitha, that's my case with Mr. Cripps. He said he's on a call with Woodhaven. He'll be right there, or right here shortly.
Okay.
Do you want me to text him and see if he could just log in real quick?
Please, what's this set, what is this set for?
There are 6 PCCs. It's my understanding from my conversation with him that he's going to be waiving his exams.
All right.
I sent him a message, but I haven't gotten a response yet.
All right, we'll just hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, got the prisoner there. We'll just wait for him.
Your Honor, we have a lot of not in custody cases with defense attorneys who haven't checked in yet. Do you want to just wait around a little while and see if they appear?
What time is it? 10:35? Nope. I'm gonna separate them by docket. How many you got on my docket?
On your docket, I have 1, 4.
Okay, what are the names?
Tony Harris,
Okay,
Trayvon Weathers, Duvon Williamson.
hold on.
Sorry.
Duvon,
Yes, Duvon Williamson
okay.
and Arias Stewart.
You don't have a Jannard Rogers?
I do, but Mr. Rogers is in custody.
Okay.
All right, all these are they set for all PCCs?
Mr. Stewart, yes, Mr. Stewart is set for exam. The rest are PCCs.
All right, then as to Mr. Harris, Mr. Weathers, and Mr. Williamson, we'll set those all for May 13th, May 11th on my docket for PCC. I'm gonna adjourn it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And as to Mr. Stewart, which was one set for exam. Anita, can you look at the, I don't remember, the 12th or the 13th on my docket?
So, on the 12th, you have one probable cause and, one exam in the afternoon. On the 13th, you have 2 probable causes and 1 exam in the afternoon.
All right, let's set the exam for the 12th on Mr. Arliss Harris, Stewart, excuse me, Arliss Stewart,
Thank you.
May 12th at 8:30.
Okay. 8:30.
All right, you said, then we have one more on my docket that's in custody?
2 files for 1 defendant on your docket that is in custody.
What's the name on that one?
Jernard Rogers.
And it's set for PCC, 2 files?
They're listed on the ROA as well as on the docket as PCC. But I believe that Mr. Cox indicated to me they were actually supposed to be set for exam. So I think there's a little bit of confusion.
All right, does the RA show that we've had a previous PCC?
There was a PCC last week, yes.
All right, and who's the attorney on it?
Mr. Blaze Kearney from NDS.
Do we have him online?
No.
What was the name of the case?
Jernard Rogers. And he also has Arturo Copley for 2 files on Judge King's docket.
Yeah.
Mr. Copley is in custody as well.
Actually, Mr. Copley is out on tether.
He's on tether now. Okay.
He is on tether now, and the exam is scheduled for tomorrow. I spoke with Mr. Kearney regarding that. He wants to put the exam date on for tomorrow.
But he's not in custody?
I know. Did I mention Blaze Kearney?
Yes, you did.
And I'm sorry, friend, what was the other name?
The other name was Gernard Rogers.
That one's set for exam today.
Is Mr. Rogers in or out?
He is in.
Ruh-roh. I am showing that as Earl Washington's case.
Mr. Kearney appeared on it last week on the 9th, was demanding discovery to be turned over by close of business, which we were able to do.
Isn't Mr. Kearney cute?
Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, Kim.
Give me 1 second to move heaven and earth for you because I love you both.
Thank you.
Good morning, David Cripps here. I'm here on Michael Hill.
All right. Do we still have Mr. Hill here too?
Yes, Judge.
All right. 'Cause I can't, I'm seeing the YouTube channel. And I'm getting one person at a time. For some reason, I can't get it to switch back to Zoom. All right. Why don't we do Mr. Hill then?
Case.
Oh, thank you.
Calling case number 2005-647-101, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1, robbery armed, count 2 and 3, robbery armed, count 4, weapons, dangerous weapons, carrying with unlawful intent, count 5, weapons carrying concealed, count 6, 7, 8, and 9, weapons, felony firearm. Defendant also has case number 2005-652101, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1, robbery armed, count 2, weapons, dangerous weapon, carrying with unlawful intent, count 3, weapons, carrying concealed, count 4, felony firearms, count 5, weapons, felony firearm. Defendant also has case number 2005-652001, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1, robbery armed, count 2, weapons, dangerous weapon, carrying with an unlawful intent, count 3, weapons, carrying concealed, count 4, weapons, felony firearm, count 5, weapons, felony firearm. Defendant also has case number 2005-651701, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1 and 2, robbery armed, count 3, weapons, dangerous weapon, carrying with unlawful intent, count 4, weapons, carrying concealed, count 5, 6, and 7, weapons, felony firearm. Defendant also has case number 2005-647201, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1, robbery armed, count 2, assault with intent to murder, count 3, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation, count 4, weapons, dangerous weapon carrying with an unlawful intent, count 5, weapons carrying concealed, count 6, 4th degree arson, count 7, weapons, dangerous weapon carrying with unlawful intent, count 8, 9, 10, and 11, weapons, felony firearm. Defendant also has case number 2005-647001, people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Hill. Defendant is charged in count 1, carjacking, count 2, robbery armed, count 3, weapons, dangerous weapon carrying with unlawful intent. Count 4, weapons carrying concealed. Count 5, 6, and 7, weapons felony firearm. I believe this case is set for probable cause.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rana Hadid on behalf of people, P62243.
And good morning, Judge David Cripps on behalf of Michael Anthony Hill. My bar number is P34972.
All right, and we also have Mr. Hill on, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, counsel, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor, all 6 cases today are set for probable cause conference. Thank you for the prior adjournments. I finally was allowed to have a video jail conversation with my client last night. And we talked over everything in great detail. I've also received complete discovery on this case. And I've gone over all of that. My client wishes to waive the preliminary examinations on all 6 cases.
Do people have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hill, you understand you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
Thank you. Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam. These matters be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be April 22nd.
April 22nd, Judge?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I address the court as to bond?
Sure.
Your Honor, just a little bit of an unusual twist on this is my client was originally arraigned back in March on 56471, 56470, and 56472 of a bond of 10,000 cash surety as to each of those 3 cases. My client's family posted that bond, and he was out on bond. And then he was informed after he was out on bond to come to the police station that there are other cases that he need to turn himself in on, and he did. And that's when he was taken into custody and arraigned on 56520, 21, and 17. In those cases, a bond was set of $150,000 cash surety as to each one of those 3 cases. I'm not asking the court to address the bond on the first 3 cases that his family posted, because I believe that still remains in effect. But I'm asking for a bond reduction on the cases that have $150,000 cash surety bond on 56520, 21, and 17. My client did turn himself in when he found out there were other warrants. If he were to be released, he would again go back to his sister's house, Mathena Kirsten, who lives at 486 Apple Street in Westland, Michigan. I don't believe that he'd be a danger of flight. He did turn himself in on the second set of cases. I would keep in close contact with him. I got to tell you, his 2 biggest concerns, Judge, are the virus that is quickly spreading in the jail. So he has that concern. And also, he has a 6-month-old daughter. And the mother is not taking care of the child. And my client's sister is for right now. But my client's sister, a different sister, has to get back to work soon. And so he's got a concern about wants to be there to take care of his daughter. We know there's a very serious charges, Your Honor, and I don't downplay that at all. But in light of the fact that he did turn himself on the second set of cases, he's been very cooperative with me since I've been in communication with him. And I don't believe he'd be in danger of missing court dates. Thank you, Judge.
Well, let me ask this before I allow the prosecutor to speak. The other two cases, were they after he was arraigned, or were they all before he was arraigned?
I'll let Ms. Adee speak to that, Your Honor. But I believe they were before.
All
That's-
before.
That's correct, Judge. Your Honor, this defendant essentially went on a crime spree in the month of March. He started on March 3rd and it ended on 2nd when he shot someone when he was committing an armed robbery. Every case involves an armed robbery. He preyed on people in the community who were going about their daily lives. The gun used in the armed robbery was recovered. He confessed fully to all of the offenses. The likelihood of conviction is high. Your Honor, and one of the cases, he carjacked an elderly woman and took her vehicle and committed the armed robberies with her vehicle, and then later torched it and put it on fire to cover up his tracks. You know, him showing up to court and he is a threat to society. I mean, he went for a whole month committing crimes while people were afraid of contracting this virus. You know, it's probably better off that he's not around his family at this time. To give him a bond of $10,000 on the first 3 cases that were charged is extremely low given the nature of the charges and the offenses that he committed. I would ask that those cases, their bond be increased to $150,000 consumer with the other cases that he has pending. $10,000 cash for each of these offenses is extremely low. And I would object to any bond reduction at this time.
Judge, in brief response, there was one case where somebody was shot, but in my client's confession to the police on that case, and I believe supported by the complainant's statement, that gun, my client explained that gun accidentally went off. He wasn't intentionally shooting the victim on that case. And so we'd ask you to consider that in mitigation on that.
All right, I'm heard enough. I'm not going to change the first 3. We'll leave them at the same, but I'm not changing the other ones. I'll refer this matter for DSU and you can address it later.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right, Anita, you got that?
Yes.
Just the DSU on the other 2 cases that have the 150 cash bond.
Okay.
I believe that's all I have today, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Be safe, everybody.
All right, you too then.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Earl Washington regarding Jernard Rogers.
Washington, please.
Cases.
He just lied and told her that y'all said they gonna come. Sorry, step out now. He said they all said they gonna come to get you. They coming to get me. No, they're not. They can come get me now then. I'm done with y'all. What the fuck we talking about? Look.
Danielle, you on Robert?
I'm gonna go with him.
Yes, I am.
Thanks.
Calling
Yes.
case number 2005 634-601. People of the state of Michigan versus Ronald Rogers. Defendant is charged in count 1, weapons carrying concealed. Defendant also has case number 2005 628301. People of the state of Michigan versus Jernard Rogers. Defendant is charged in robbery, armed, count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. And these cases are set for PCC.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Earl Washington of Neighborhood Defender Services, representing Mr. Jernard Rogers.
Good morning. All right. And Mr. Rogers is present on Zoom also, is that correct, on video? Mr. Rogers?
Yes, present on video.
Correct. I'm right here.
All right, thank you. All right, counsel, what's your pleasure?
Judge, we are requesting a preliminary examination. I'm still awaiting discovery in this matter.
And Your Honor, if I may, on that point, discovery on both of these cases was tendered on the 9th last week, shared by evidence.com to Blaze Kearney.
Okay, I submitted the request. I'll check and see. I didn't see that. Was that emailed?
No, it was submitted by evidence.com download link directly to Mr. Kearney.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, I'll check that.
All right, but Mr. Kearney's in your office, correct, Mr. Washington?
Yes.
All right. So, we'll set this matter for the 22nd.
That's a good date.
Your Honor, I believe that works for the people. We're talking April 22nd, correct?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Washington, have you been able to speak with your client about waiving his right to be physically present at the exam?
I haven't discussed that. I did visit him Monday. Right now, I don't want to make that decision before talking with him.
No, I want to hold my preliminary. I know what I would like to do. I want to hold it. I would like to go.
No, we're going to hold it, Mr. Rogers. That's not the issue. The issue is whether or not we hold it the same way we're doing now over video, or we hold it in person in the courtroom.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if he heard me.
He nodded, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter which way. I want to go either way, whether it's in person, whether it's through video or anything. I would like to go to my preliminary.
All right.
Okay.
All right, then we're going to set this exam for the 22nd.
Okay. Judge, we would like to address the issue of bond, and if not, request a DSU investigation.
All right, what's his bond currently?
If you'll give me one moment, Your Honor, I'll look up to see what the bond is currently set
I have
at.
to look that up myself.
You had two separate cases, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, on the case ending in 283, the armed robbery case, the bond is currently set at 20,000, 10%. And Your Honor, in the case ending in 346, the CCW case, the bond is at 2,000 personal.
All right, what's your issue, Mr. Washington?
Well, regarding the 20,000, 10% bond, we would just argue, I'm not aware of any capious histories. I believe he has strong contacts in the city of Detroit or the state of Michigan. And I think if he were let out, he would be with his mother. So we would just ask if the court would consider reducing the 20,000, 10% bond.
Ms. Seamus, you want to respond?
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense counsel is correct as it relates to a capious history. I don't see a capious history. My concerns as it relates to releasing the defendant on a lower bond is that the defendant and the complainant in the armed robbery case, I'm not going to say they're friends, but they are within the same community. They see one another. That's in fact how the CCW case came to be about, is they saw each other. The complainant flagged down a police officer and pointed the defendant out, which resulted in the defendant being arrested and subsequently charged with CCW in addition to the armed robbery case. So my concerns are related to the safety of the community. Your Honor, I would argue that for a capital charge of armed robbery, 20,000, 10% does seem reasonable. I am aware of and sensitive to the pandemic going on at this point in time. But my representation would be that there is a safety issue. The weapon that was used in the armed robbery was recovered in the CCW case. And I would ask that DSU be done in lieu of straight up reduction, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. At this point, I don't see that 20,000, 10% is a high bond. I'm not changing the bond. I will refer this matter to DSU on that issue.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Exam will be the 22nd.
And Your Honor, if I may, the complainant on the armed robbery case, we're still trying to figure out Zoom capability for him. If I'm having difficulty with that, what would the court like me to do?
Get back with me as soon as possible, then we can we'll reschedule it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Now, when I set up this YouTube streaming, I opened up the box that said to have the breakout room.
Okay. I'm
not sure exactly how you do it because I can't even switch back to the Zoom.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out between now and then.
Okay.
Mr. Washington is still going to have the capability to confidentially talk to his client during the hearing. If we can't do that, I'm not going to hold the hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, you understand, Mr. Washington?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Judge?
You got all that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're going to try to do this on the 22nd. If there's any issues, just let me know prior.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Okay. Keys. Okay.
Mr. Burton Harris, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you on Michael Stinson?
Hold on 1 second for me. Let me double check that. Sorry about that, Daniel. Yes, I am on Stetson.
I have him listed as being not in custody. Does that sound right to you?
That is correct.
Arnitha, could we call Michael Stinson, please? On Judge King's docket?
Okay. Calling case number 2005578-201. People of the state of Michigan versus Michael Stinson. Defendant is charged in count 1, personal identifying information. Obtain, possess, transfer with intent to commit identity theft. This case is set for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Danielle Seamus on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Burton Harris, P81843, with the Neighborhood Defender Service Office on behalf of Mr. Stinson.
All right. This set for PCC?
This is set for exam, Your Honor. The defendant is not in custody.
That's correct. Requesting an adjournment, Your Honor.
One moment. Ms. Peterson, can you please mute yourself?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was open.
No worries. Thank you.
Sorry.
I apologize, Judge.
He is not in custody, and this is on Judge King's docket.
That's correct, Your Honor.
What does Judge King have on the 13th of May?
Three probable causes and 1 exam in the morning.
All right, we'll set this for the 13th then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
Mr. Burton Harris, do you have discovery?
I have some. That's what I was trying to pull up. I'm trying to get his file. If you know what? No, I think this case, I think I actually have everything. If I'm missing something still, I'll contact you.
Okay, will you look and make sure that you have, I have one disc in here. I'm not 100% certain what it is, but will you just double check?
Yeah,
see if you
I
have
have a body cam video. I was trying to get another one, but I don't think there is another one.
Okay. Okay, perfect. If you think you're missing something, just reach out to me. Let me know, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
So on Judge King's docket, I think we have 5 PCCs, no attorneys.
I have Shelton, Moore, and 2 files for Altero Copley left.
Shelton, Moore, and what's the last name?
Copley, it was
Oh.
added on yesterday.
Isn't that the one Kim Michon just said that's set for?
She said that it was set for exam. I looked at the ROA. There's not an exam date for tomorrow. It was removed.
Oh.
Go ahead, Blaze, say something.
Sure. Yeah, this is Blaze Kearney. That's Altero Copley's my case. It was set for exam tomorrow, so.
The Register of Actions, as well as my notes, indicate that it was adjourned PCC to the 14th and then adjourned to today.
Yeah, we had an issue with the jail not keeping him in custody, even though he had a tether bond that was on last, I want to say Friday. And then I asked Judge King to adjourn the PCC so we could try to get the jail to comply with the court's order for the 14th. And he maintained the exam date of the 16th. So I don't know why no one asked me if it was okay to adjourn the exam date or vacate it rather.
Well, the exam date was removed when the PCC was adjourned. That's what the Register of Actions indicates.
Oh, that's not what we were trying to do at all.
And he's out on tether right now.
I can check and see if they've actually been able to comply with that. I had a conversation with the director of classification. Let me look. it does indicate he's been released, or at least says the electronic monitoring unit. I haven't gotten a call from him yet.
All right, then we're just gonna adjourn it. It was a set for exam. We'll adjourn this to the 13th of May.
13th of May, Judge. Thank you.
Your Honor, are you adjourning the PCC or setting it for exam on the 13th?
Well, it was set for exam already, so we'll just, we're not supposed to move back, so we'll just set it for exam on the 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
And it's 13th at 8:30. All right, that leaves, you said Shelton and Moore, which were PCCs.
Correct, Your Honor.
I have two Moores, Arthur and Montez Moore.
I have, oh, I apologize. There are also two auto theft cases. So that would mean Nikisha Lee, Arthur Moore, Montez Moore, and Brandon Shelton have not yet been handled.
These are all in Judge King's docket.
Correct.
They're all set for PCCs.
Yes, Your Honor.
And they're all out of custody.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anita, can you look on the 14th Judge King's docket, see what he has?
Okay, on the 14th, he has 6 exams for the
Okay.
morning.
What does that on the 13th? I know we just put one exam on the 13th. What else does it have?
On the 13th, he had 4 probable causes and 1 exam.
And Your Honor, we've put 3 exams on the 13th this morning for Judge King.
What about the 15th?
The 15th, he has 1 probable cause, 2 AM exams, and 1 afternoon exam.
All right, always schedule these for the 15th in the AM.
15th. What about Michael
That's gonna be
Vanessa?
Shelton, Moore. That's gonna be Shelton. We've got 2 different Moore cases and Lee. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Jacob Slusky here with the Nikisha Lee and Arthur Moore case. I heard them come up briefly a minute ago, but I didn't hear all that was said. I just believe it was inquiring about handling the case.
Yeah, we're gonna set those, we're gonna adjourn those PCCs over to May 15th. And that's on Judge King's docket.
Okay.
Judge King also had 1 case, Michael Finazzo, for, I think this was a comp hearing.
Correct. That was what I was going to ask about. Is anyone here for Michael Finazzo? There's a handful of people who are on the call right now. No? Okay.
Are there defense attorneys on Lee and Moore that, I mean, not necessarily here now, but are there any that exist?
Jacob,
Like-
you'll have to look that up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Michael, do we have a report on Finanzo, Anita?
Yes.
It's set for review or it's set for competency hearing?
It's set for review. The last report we had was in December, so I think we're waiting on another report. Because he was found back in December not competent.
All right, so we're gonna have to put it over for 30 days. So we're gonna put it over till May 15th also.
Okay. That's all I have.
You have everything covered, Arnitha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Carthurst? Did you have something?
Yes, good morning. I was hoping to get back with you regarding Emmanuel Borboa. I just learned he is in custody. He was picked up by ICE and he's detained at the Calhoun County Jail. So we need to order him out for the 11th if that's sufficient time.
Yeah, not enough time. We need to do a writ for him.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll get a writ compiled and then send that over to yourself as well as Ms. Reynolds for signature and hopefully get that back. And I'm not sure how we're serving it on the deputies, but I'll do the best I can to get it to them.
Okay.
Yes, his inmate number there is 213616. 213616. Again, he's an ICE detainee.
Which means we may or may not get them.
It's possible. If you need a phone number at that facility is area code 269-969-6303. And that's in Battle Creek. Address is 185 East Michigan Avenue, Battle Creek, 49014. The Calhoun County Jail. Do I need to repeat anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everything.
All right, thank you.
Signing off. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, so is that everything I need?
Yes.
All right, I need you to see if we can get IT back in here because they got to show me how to get back on to Zoom. You know,
Okay. And Judge and/or Arnitha, can I just confirm that on the cases that got adjourned where attorneys didn't appear, there will be notices sent to the attorneys as well as to the defendants, or are the attorneys going to be required to notify those defendants? Because we have not been getting addresses and/or phone numbers on our assignments.
All right, well, we're going to send whatever address we have, we're going to send it out to both the attorneys and the defendants.
Amen. I just wanted to confirm, Judge. And thank you so much and a lovely day to all.
You too.
Okay. Your Honor, do you need anything more from me for this morning?
Nope, nope, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody.
All right.
Judge, IT is gonna try to hook up with you via the computer.
Okay.
So I guess they want you to stay on.
All right. I'm on.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. See you, Constance.
All right, Judge.
All right, Constance, have a good one.
Okay, you too. Thanks. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Hi, Judge.
Hi.
How many private bar attorneys did not arrive today? Many?
We had at least 1, 2, about 6. Yeah, about 6.
Okay. I'm gonna try to correct that.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
They want the screen. What's the name of the case? That's on Judge King docket. Oh, Giles. And what's going on?
Anita?
Hold on. Yes, Judge.
Oh, I don't need them. I just got it. I got
Did
you
you?
on now. I can see you.
Oh, okay. You want me to call and tell them cancel?
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be all right. So you might need to stand
Okay.
by. Okay,
Okay.
but there's nothing else you need from me, right? So I can,
I've got a question.
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, as it relates to Mr. Borboya, will you consider canceling his bond so that he can get credit for
Yes.
the time he's being detained for the other matter? He did receive a personal bond, a $1,000 personal bond. However, he hasn't been able to get credit for the time he's been in custody. He was picked up there on the 9th of March. And so I'm just trying to help him to accumulate some time served while he's being detained for the immigration matter.
So 3 defendants and how many witnesses?
Anita, can you recall that case, please?
Hold on.
Well, we don't
Pardon?
have, well, I don't think the prosecutor's gonna object to it, but I don't have a prosecutor here.
Nope.
So probably what you're gonna have to do is come back on tomorrow and make a motion on this bond. And then we can do that. But I really can't do it, but I need a prosecutor.
Okay, Your Honor, I will return tomorrow.
All right. So,
If I can call Danielle, I don't know if she's at her office.
well, I need both of you on. That's the problem. See, and so if you could do it first thing tomorrow, we can get it in and get it out.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
I'd like to keep the case, keep the file with you until tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. You no longer need IT, right, Judge?
No, I don't need them.
All righty.
Figured it out.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you need me, I'm here.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, let me ask him one question before he walks up the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I sign out here, this will sign us out of the YouTube also, right?
Correct. So once you hit exit meeting or end meeting, it'll end it for everybody.
Okay. Now, do I have to go through that whole process with YouTube every time?
To go live, correct.
Oh, so I'm gonna need the, because I didn't write down those numbers you gave me.
For the password?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give it to the clerk and I'll have her reach out to you and give it
Okay.
to you because right now this is all over. I don't want to pass passwords across this.
Right, no problem. Okay,
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
Okay. So is this something you need to talk to the judge about? Uh-huh. What's going on? You send Judge Giles an email? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. I tell you what, Mr. Moody, can you give me your number and then I can talk to Judge Giles about it?